interesting. I thought they worked for an ice cream place, the one girl that walked by with the ice cream.
Oh, they look like characters out of Alice in Wonderland.
I think it's very retro, but it's also very ultra feminine.
Kind of neat, definitely drew attention, like the parasols.
Well, the origins, it started in the 80s in Japan. It was based off visual kei music, the artists. But as far as inspirations go, it takes its roots from the Victorian era and the Rococo period of France.
Lolita is one of my favorite books.
Me too.
I thought it was very beautiful and very interesting, but it is completely unrelated to the fashion. It frustrates me that people associate them together. They have the same name, and granted, there is a lot to be said of that. Usually that does mean that things are related. In this case, they're not.
The American Lolita is very bound by rules, whereas in Japan it's sort of something to experiment with. They take a lot of liberties with the fashion, and they do what they want with it. It's not necessarily as much of a lifestyle from what I've seen. The American Lolita very much takes it as, you know, there's rules to it and it has to be a certain way.
Japanese Lolitas have it easy. They have all their fashion right there. You can just go in and get it, and you don't have to worry about mixing genres. If you want to wear this and this together, people aren't going to be upset. They don't label like we do. But the reason we label is we're trying to keep the style pure instead of mutating into something, and they're not worried about that, which is very freeing.
Rêve charmant, cheveux au vent, dans le ciel, le bleu de tes yeux, je suis heureux, la vie m'enchante.
I was Googling something completely different. I can't even remember what it was, and stumbled upon Angelic Pretty, believe it or not. I don't know if you guys even knew that. And I clicked the link. I said, oh, this sounds cute, because, you know, I already liked cute stuff, so I just, Angelic Pretty, you know. And I go on, I see these dresses, and I'm just like, where has these been all my life?
Isn't this pretty?
Victoria, open my parasol.
I like this. I was actually in history class looking about kamikaze pilots because I wanted to know if any girls had ever been kamikaze pilots. And no, they have not ever been any girls who are kamikaze pilots, but I discovered Kamikaze Girls, which is the English name for a Japanese movie about a Lolita. Mm-hmm. And from there, which was the very small page on what is Lolita, I was desperate for more.
I attended an anime convention since I was 12 years old. A lot of my friends were cosplayers. There would be Lolita girls, like girls who actually were Lolita, and then there would be Lolita cosplayers. And so I was very confused as to why these two groups who looked so different to me had the same name. So I looked into it, and that's sort of how I learned more about Lolita.
My philosophy on Lolita is, well, personally, I wear Lolita because I think the dresses are pretty. I don't wear it because it changes me when I put it on. You know, I don't wear it because I like the rules that come with it or for attention necessarily or anything like that. I like the dresses, they look pretty.
My lifestyle is, you know, an ordinary girl. I go to college, but at the same time, I have an interest in like drawing unicorns on my pages instead, or I'm more attracted into going to a tea house than I would be at hanging out at a club. You have a certain sense of aesthetics that you project onto the world around you. So when you are looking outwards, beyond yourself, you are sort of like looking for the page in the book in which you are supposed to be illustrated.
I always feel like there's so much beauty in the world, and I feel like I sort of can't, I'm observing it, but I'm not part of it, and I'm not, when I wear Lolita, I feel like I'm channeling all of the beauty in the universe, and I feel, it really feels like this is what I was created to look like. This is how my soul was formed.
I started started sewing because of Lolita, because I couldn't afford to spend $300 on a dress, you know, whenever I wanted one, or couldn't find the exact dress that I had in my mind, so I started sewing to make my own stuff, and obviously that led to me opening my business, so it's affected my life in that major way. I think that everyone should be able to feel like a princess when they first wake up in the morning, right before they go to bed, and I didn't want to have to settle for big t-shirts and pajama pants, and I like to feel beautiful all the time, which is why I wear Lolita. So that was pretty much why I designed my first line.
De toi je m'ennuie chaque jour, chaque nuit.
I've been busy the past 6 months, which means I've been extremely ill. And when I had nothing else left, I knew that I could find solace in something beautiful as a small distraction for just a little while, and I would never give that up for anything. In the Lolita community and us personally, we have this deep sense that needs beautiful things to be happy. It's almost like how seasonal affective disorder needs sunlight, because if you don't have these things, you become depressed. And that's very important that we have these things. It's honestly an addiction.
If you don't get it, I am.
You can.
I'm not as enamored with it as you are.
I know that a lot of girls, depending on where they live, will get negative attention, but I always get mostly positive attention.
How does she do it?
I don't know.
Because everywhere I go,
Julia always gets hit on.
a lot of people think that Lolitas are prostitutes.
Yeah.
It's like, why do I give off that impression?
No.
Même si parfois je suis un peu maladroit.
I think that considering all the things that power our culture, like the fact that we are a culture that considers sexy to be an aesthetic instead of cute or even beautiful, that it is more important to be sexy than it is anything else, that we are a bit of a backlash, and we are also a bit feminist. We also don't look sexual. We look however we would like to look. And when people say, oh, but what do men think about this? It's like, who cares? This is what I like to wear.
As far as feminism goes, I feel like Lolitas are very feminist, if not the most feminist subculture that is around today, because we're not wearing the things that men are telling us to wear. We're wearing things that we think are beautiful.
I wouldn't say it's feminist. I think it's just an individual choice, because saying it's feminist means that you're doing something for a reason other than dressing for yourself.
We're not staging a protest.
We're not wearing Lolita to try and prove something to other people. It's an individual thing. Lolita has a lot of rules. There's even a Lolita handbook on the internet outlining what you should wear and how. Of course you can change the rules and bend them. You don't have to follow them at all. I mean, it's what you wear, but generally there's a lot of guidelines as to what you need to wear, like for your whole ensemble, like socks, knee-high socks generally, ankle socks aren't okay. Shoes, headwear, either like a bow or like some other headdress or flowers.
Sweet Lolita has a theme of cakes and strawberries and fruit and just very, very cute things. So this skirt really exemplifies that. I don't know how well you can see it, but the entire bottom of the skirt is all different sweets based on strawberries. So this red dress is also off-brand. It's from the Chinese brand Anna House, based out of Hong Kong. It's more of a classic Lolita piece, which means that instead of being very childish and cutesy, it's more refined, a little bit more mature and grown up, but still with a childish air to it.
So this is also by Angelic Pretty. You can see that these two have a lot in common. The fact that they both have deeply detailed prints, and they both share this lace, which they make special for every dress that they put together. You can see that it has tiny carousel ponies and AP for Angelic Pretty. And this is probably one of the most expensive dresses I owned. Let's say a basic price rundown. I probably got the socks for $40, the shoes were $60, $100 for the skirt, $100 for one of my petticoats, $18 for the other, $130 for the blouse, and $30 for the bustier.
I sew a lot of my own clothes, and it's really less expensive. I mean, invest in a sewing machine and some fabric and it'll still probably cost less than a brand piece. And also, you know, like they were saying, you can go into Forever 21 or stores like that or Claire's and find accessories and even clothes. I got this at Target for like $5. And
le bleu de tes yeux.
it's really common for girls to do Lolita panels at anime conventions because a lot of people are interested in the style, they're interested in Japan, they see Lolita, they want to know more. So we decided to put on a panel at our local convention called CTCon, Kineticon, in Hartford last year, and there weren't enough chairs. People were sitting on the floor, sitting against the wall, and they asked if we would do another one this year. So we're doing a large-scale fashion show.
Finish this sentence. Lolita is about
Me.
Thank you. You too.
Exactly. Lolita's about loving
Myself.
yourself.